All done. And it only took me 17 and a half hours. However, if I had used a sewing machine, I would have gotten this done a whole lot faster. And since today is National Sewing Machine Day, I'm here to go over the historic inventors, patents, and drama involved in the invention of the sewing machine. The story of the sewing machine begins in 1790 with a cabinet maker from England named Thomas Saint. Thomas designed what was essentially the first iteration of the sewing machine. His patent described a machine powered with a hand crank, but it could only be used for leather and canvas. By 1829, Barthelemy Thimonnier, a French tailor, invented a machine that used a hooked needle and one thread. His patent was issued in July 1830, and he went on to found the world's first machine-based clothing manufacturing factory. Now here's where the drama begins. Only a year later, the factory was set on fire by a crowd of tailors out of fear of unemployment, nearly killing Tamanier in the process. Who knew sewing could be such a dangerous profession? Hopping over to the United States, the first practical American sewing machine was invented by Elias Howe. He earned a patent in 1846 for his invention of a machine which uses thread from two different sources, creating what is called the lock stitch. That patent would prove to be Howe's greatest decision, since he would later discover several others had copied his mechanism and neglected to pay him royalties to use his design. He pursued the infringing parties and won every single case. Howe's design paved the way for Isaac Merritt Singer, founder of the famous sewing machine manufacturing company Singer in 1851, an empire that is still going to this day, as you can see by my own sewing machine here. Singer invented his own sewing machine that was different in almost every way than Howe's, except for its eye-pointed needle, to which he paid Howe thousands in royalties. From this, he developed the first version of our modern-day sewing machine, with a foot pedal and the up and down needle. Even now, Singer ranks as one of the top most used brands in the sewing machine industry. Singer's prototype became the industry standard of what we know as the sewing machine. And so today, we celebrate no longer having to spend hours upon hours hand stitching clothing ourselves. We can thank those inventors who devoted themselves to making our lives easier and more efficient with the invention of the sewing machine.